Welcome to Booze and Glues, a justifiable excuse for two friends to spend time together, cross crafts off their to-do list, and, of course, drink. With glue guns and wine glasses at the ready, join Jessye Shepherd and Tabitha Davis as they attempt to simultaneously chat, craft, chug and charm. Will they consume alcohol? Definitely. Will they actually accomplish anything? Debatably. Will they bitch and complain? Inevitably. Will it be a bloody good time? Absolutely. And if things don't turn out just as planned, well, that's okay too, because booze.
What up?
What up? I have just a tart taste of wine on my mouth right now.
It's a provocative red.
Oh, it's provocative. It felt provocative.
It's called foreplay.
Ooh.
Provocative.
Fancy. What is on the picture?
It's a chick with some stockings in front of an ocean, but just with her legs up for some
I definitely
weird reason.
saw it. Well, because downhill you can't see the dude. That's what I'm saying.
You think there's a dude down there?
Yeah.
There could be.
But her legs aren't spread apart. So, I don't know. He's licking her butthole or something. Let's...
And this is why people we know should not listen to this podcast.
It says, Paul Toogood. Oh, it's like a name. Is proud to introduce another incredible wine produced at our magnificent winery located in beautiful Fairplay, California. We invite you to visit. Oh, it's not even good. I thought it was going to tell me about the wine.
Yeah, what about the fruity bushels of stuff?
Grapes and nuts.
Yeah, nuts. I was thinking nuts. Bushels of nuts? Is that a thing?
Buy me a bushel of nuts.
What accent was that?
Okay, you want to know one of my favorite commercials?
Hello, Governor.
One of my favorite commercials right now. They're at a grocery store. It's like a chick and her husband or whatever. And this guy's got a basket. He starts just putting tons of asparagus in. And she's like, what are you doing? He's like, you wrote a bunch of asparagus. And she's like, a bunch.
Men and
Not
women think differently.
a bunch.
He's like, just like 12
Oh
or...
my God, it kills me every time. He was just like, whoop, whoop, whoop. All the asparagus.
I believe it. I literally usually have to take pictures of the exact thing that I want. Like, or if I don't have it, like I'm running out of it, I have to like go online and be like, I want this specific thing. And send a like snapshot of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you never know.
You never know.
And I mean, who hasn't had their husband come home with the
Wrong thing.
cabbage instead of an iceberg lettuce head, or
One time,
vice versa?
I used to drink these like apple cider vinegar drinks
Yes.
that were like made by the Bragg company that also just makes regular apple cider vinegar. Like, I've been drinking them for a long time. They're purple. The flavor's like
Right.
acai something.
I
like-
still think that's a bullshit berry. I'm not even sure that anyone's pronouncing it right either.
Oh, yeah, who knows? But so, like, Blake seen me drink this a million times. And so he went to the store once. I'm like, give me some of my drinks. And he just got like 6 bottles of apple cider vinegar.
You're like, well, we'll never need this again.
I was like, oh, okay. So I like
Thank
gave
you.
some to my mom. I was
Right?
like giving some apple cider vinegar to like anybody that came over to my house.
Oh my gosh.
Like, do you need any of this? Great, here you go.
I think they're just looking at like the overall picture of things.
Yep.
And women look for details.
Yeah, I'm like, Blake, I drink these every day. They're purple. And he's like,
It's because men are looking for the big lion to kill.
mm-hmm.
And women are looking for nuts and berries.
Okay,
Right?
sure.
Like men are just like big picture. Is this
Or
giant
looking for
animal
twigs and berries
coming?
What's your eye doing? Is that twitching?
Is that winking?
Yeah, nobody can see that that's listening. So Dr. So-and-so, I'm winking.
Waking up.
Who's your doctor?
I'm not even going to say it. He knows who he is. I did call him a hipster already, so.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Hipster. Was that before we recorded, though?
Maybe.
Yes.
I just gave it all away.
You just blew me up so hard.
Whatever. I've talked about my bosses all a million times on here, and I think Courtney's listening.
I know.
Too.
Oh, it's all good.
Love the life.
Shout out Dr. Hipster. I'm just gonna call it like that.
Do you have one guy in the office with a man bun? And he's like, oh, that son of a bitch, it's me.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
no. I thankfully don't know anyone who's currently rocking a man bun. They've all grown out of that stage.
Aiden hasn't.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Actually, I haven't seen it up in a long time.
Yeah, I saw it up like last time I saw him. I feel like it was up. And I was like, oh, this is
His
what
hair
we're
is
doing.
so long right now.
He's just doing it to drive his mom crazy, right?
I think so. Or just to drive everybody crazy.
I'm sure he's driving some girls at school crazy.
He's a little cutie.
He is adorable. But that man bun, no. You could be adorable with regular haircut.
That's what they're into.
But I feel like that's over.
Yeah, I know.
No, you just want it to be.
I just want it to be over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes. So we should probably give a recap on work situation because I think we spilled all the beans last time we recorded about me dealing with a
With the lady hater.
misogynist at work.
Lady hater.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Is it a guy or a girl?
It's a guy.
How you gonna be a guy and hate the ladies?
I mean,
I doubt he hates ladies. He just thinks they have their place.
yeah, exactly. Oh no, because he literally told me, I love women. And I'm like, yeah, as long
Love
as
when
they...
women are making sandwiches in the kitchen.
Exactly. As long as they're
Well,
behaving in the way that you approve of. Like,
I mean, you're allowed to like me in the kitchen making sandwiches, but that doesn't mean that I can't like you as a man in the kitchen making a sandwich.
Yeah.
Also.
yeah.
Sexy both ways, okay?
Yeah.
what am I
So,
doing here? I should be in the kitchen making you girls sandwiches.
biscuits and gravy, Brad. Get on it.
Get it?
Need biscuits and gravy
I have a
tomorrow.
work potluck with specific requests, and I only have so much time, so I'm going to need you to get in the kitchen.
All right.
You'll screw them up. You can't do them.
I know. I'd be like, here you go. You're like, this is spaghetti and
This is
meatballs. This is
subpar.
not biscuits and gravy.
I can't have lumpy gravy. My reputation is on the line here.
Speaking of sausage,
I like the transition. Go on.
I'm like loving sausage lately. And I've never been a sausagey person.
Like links or patties?
Not patties.
I can get down with the patty more than a link.
But I
'cause
never,
the
and not like
skin-
a breakfast sausage, like Italian sausage.
Oh, like, okay.
And
So
not
like
the
ground?
American kind.
Like that you put in like sauces and
Yeah.
things. Okay, okay.
Or like just like one dish we're making is like cut up links and you just like bake it with a bunch of like vegetables. It's delicious.
One of the boys' favorite meals is sausage and noodles.
Okay. Do you stick the noodles through the, oh, that's hot dog.
Oh God, no! Where you put
You've
the
never seen that?
spaghetti through the hot
and
dog?
then you
That's
cook it.
so disgusting.
Come on.
It looks so gross.
Make it a
Even
necklace.
just the textures.
I'm making a necklace.
I don't want a spaghetti texture with hot dog. No, no, thank you. In the middle of your hot dog, Brad.
Yeah, you like put a bunch of little
Doesn't have to
like dry
Imagine
spaghetti
stabbing raw
through. Oh my God,
spaghetti
I'll find a picture.
through a sausage.
Why are noodles going with
With hot dogs?
With hot dogs.
They aren't.
I'll
People
say
are
macaroni
crazy.
and cheese is the limit.
And hot dogs.
Yeah.
I can't do that either. But I mean, when I was a kid, I'm sure it happened plenty of times.
Well, have you tried postal kielbasa in it?
What did you just say? Postal kielbasa?
Yeah, I don't know what the words are you're saying.
Polska kielbasa?
No.
Is that like a foreign
What was
thing?
the last of it? Was it in it?
Can you see this?
Yes.
You know what part of it is? Don't even show it to me. Because part of it is that thing where I have the weird thing with about holes.
Okay. What's
and
that
it's
called?
just the texture of all those little noodles just evenly through the hot dog that bothers me. I had it happen at work the other day.
Trypophobia.
Where you're freaked out by patterns of holes. I had it happen at work the other day because we pulled up pictures and it was a retina, and there was a very specific disease that it was like showing, and it had all these perfect little like hemangiomas like all over the retina, and they were just like bubbly, and I just was like, I like looked out and I was like, oh, I can't. That's so gross. I can watch people get like a needle poked in their eye all day, no problem, but patterned holes, I cannot.
How weird.
God.
So creepy.
See, it's so weird because, like, so I'm looking at pictures of trypophobia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the normal shit, like, doesn't scare me, but they've got all these pictures of, like this guy has a bunch of holes in the bottom of his foot. Like, that's not...
Why?
It's not that
What did you do it to me?
You know that thing you're afraid of, holes? Here's a bunch of them.
But it's not that I'm afraid of holes. I'm afraid of this person having holes all over their hands. You know what I mean?
Right.
It creeps me out so bad.
Like, I just don't even get it. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, so
It worked. Tab really has it.
So, yeah, so work. There's been some resolution.
Amen.
Got an apology and I'm gonna do better, which is all I want.
Hashtag women.
Hashtag I'm not holding out a lot of hope. I was just seen it so many times that I'm like, really, is this like, tigers don't change their stripes? But
You
Give
do
it a
if you
shot.
buy them.
give it a shot. So, and it was like all the women in the office, I kind of explained what was going on and everything, and they've been like super supportive, and I think very grateful that
Good.
they feel like somebody's drawn a line and been like, hey, you can't treat us like that,
Yeah.
So I look forward to it being different in the future, whether he chooses that or not, because if it continues, I'm going right back and saying, hey, we're not done.
Did you give everybody permission to also complain now that it's like out in the
Oh,
open?
yes, absolutely.
I mean, not that they never had permission, but just
Right.
a added.
I just reiterated.
Remember,
Yeah.
You can always say something if somebody's saying something inappropriate.
Yes, I definitely reiterated that, like, if there's something going on, come to me. I can't do anything about it unless I know,
Yeah.
and I will do something about it, And then just a general, like, hey, let's all think about the words we're choosing and how we're treating each other, So hopefully it'll be better. I had so much anxiety, like, in that week between, when I, like, reported things and when I had to work with that doctor again,
Mm-hmm.
that, I was so stressed out, and now I just,
bet.
like, don't feel stressed out. So that's
Good.
nice.
That's
I'm just
really
like,
a good relief.
okay. I mean, it's not like that it's over, but it's over in that, I'm like, okay, like, if anything else happens, I feel comfortable. I can bring it up, and it's not threatening my job or anything like that. So, what a shitty thing to have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just get so mad that I'm a woman. Did you ever just get pissed?
I just get mad that I'm a human.
Well, yeah, that too.
I don't like humans.
But I'm just like, just because I wasn't born with a penis? Like, really? It just sucks. It's no better to have a penis?
Okay, just.
You don't know that it's not better to have a penis because you've never not had a penis and had people treat you like you don't have a penis.
Well, I started my day off bad today, but it's gotten better.
Well, that's good.
So I woke up like 30 minutes before my alarm, crying because I had a dream that Blake died.
Oh, no.
Blake is my husband, for all of you listening. He died. And I woke up bawling.
How did he die?
It's kind of sweet. We were in a video game, and he saved my life. But in order to save my life, he had to sacrifice his life outside of the video game.
Oh, it was like the Matrix. Nice.
But then he called me from heaven and told me it was my fault that he died.
Oh, shit. Well, that's not the way. If you're going to sacrifice yourself, you got to be stoic. You can't come back and bitch about it.
I know. And then when I tried to tell him how much I loved him, he was like out of like heaven minutes. So he didn't even hear it.
Your call. Please answer 25 more cents.
You
And
have
then that's
a
when I
collect
started
call
bawling.
from heaven.
So he started bawling, and I woke up and I was like, "Bye!" And he like woke up, and I was like, "Oh my God, you're alive!" and then I just cried for a half hour till my alarm went off.
Oh, jeez. Wow. That is a rough start.
Yeah.
It's not a good morning.
So
Yeah.
it was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting. And then Blake was like so asleep. So for like the first 10 minutes after Blake wakes up, you can't have a conversation with him about anything because he doesn't have any idea what's happening. And like he can fall asleep. I mean, I can fall asleep so fast too, but he's like a different kind. And so he had like fallen asleep before I had even like finished telling him what happened. And I'm like, I just want you to touch me. And he like wouldn't. He was sound asleep, like curled up in a little ball. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just sat there and cried. And then I started thinking about like everybody else. Like I thought about my grandpa that died. I started crying about that. I thought about what am I going to do when Torpedo dies. I started crying about that. Just.
Yeah. It
And then you thought about your good friends, Brad.
I didn't think about you guys dying, no.
It's fine. I'm never going to die.
It took a half hour to think of those three, so. Then I woke up and went to the gym.
Did you cry at the gym?
I did not cry at the gym.
am just a hard ball of crust because somebody that like was actually close to our family growing up died recently, and like I got the message and I was like, oh yeah, well, he was pretty old. And then like I talked to my mom about it and she was like, you got my message and and I'm like, yeah, I know. And like I was like, people die. I definitely like have dealt with death that was close to me,
It's easier when they're older.
for sure.
It's not easier when they're older and your grandma's going through a hard time.
No. The whole, I mean, definitely the circumstances around it can play a part in, how you deal with it. But, and it's not like I would be like that if it was my dad.
Sure.
That would be a completely different thing. But I don't know. I just, at this point, I feel like I don't have the energy to like be so empathetic for every other human in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting. And I'm like, I feel sorry for the people that are left behind and I wish them the best.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, I can't.
Don't have the energy.
I can't. I don't have the energy to have every person I've ever known who dies like crush my soul.
Yeah.
It's crushed in half. It's crumpled.
It's reminding me of that one chick at work that every day something's like disastrous or like wrong. Like she's always tired or
There's definitely
something, and then she actually had something bad happen to her recently, and like I just kind of brushed it off, and then my boss was like, no, you should really be empathetic. I'm like, how am I supposed to know?
right. What is an actual issue or not? If you're having the same level of reaction to I'm out of coffee creamer to my dog got hit by a car.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have it in me because every day I need to be
Like, oh.
Yeah,
That's hard.
not really similar, but that's what it made me think of.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. It's the like having the energy like to expend like
Yeah,
and I feel like there are so many things that need my energy that don't get it because of everything else, you know. I put way more like effort and time and everything into work than I do to myself,
yeah,
you know. So I'm like I can't have all of it going to places that are not doing any good.
Yeah.
Like
I feel you.
me crying is what is not going to make
Anybody
any
come back?
difference,
Yeah.
right? So I'm saving up that energy for when it's somebody that I need to cry about.
Yeah.
I mean, but also I'm just heartless. I'm a cold person.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
We were watching this show the other day, and the kids on it were drawing comic book heroes, and one of them was the empathizer, and he's like explaining her superpowers and stuff. And she's like, she has a superhuman ability to empathize with other people.
Oh, gosh.
And
It's not me.
and Adam goes, "That's you." Because I will
You're
take
very good at it.
everybody else's bullshit and like be like, oh no, it's so awful.
Yeah, you might be too good at it.
Well, that's why I have to like shut it down and be cold or it just consumes me.
I'm just cold.
Ugh. It's bad.
It's
Whenever
just me.
anything like big happens, I laid on a couch for a week after 9/11 bawling and like I was like not functional. Like everybody's like, we gotta get up and go back to things and do things, and I'm like, how? Like there's just so much grief. It was overwhelming. I couldn't handle it. It was just crazy. It's so weird to think that my children are growing up in a world where
That didn't happen?
that's history, you know?
Yeah.
So strange.
Yeah, I was talking about somebody who was born 2001, and I was like, so you don't know much about 9/11? They're like, I know it happened. And I was like,
Yeah.
But you don't like
there.
remember the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were just being born.
Which is exactly how the people before us felt about the Kennedy assassination. And then the people before them felt about Pearl Harbor. You know,
Right.
like these like monumental things happen and then everyone's like,
New crop of people come and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter
It's just
quite
like,
as much. Not that
oh.
it doesn't matter, but it's just
but the like weight of it gets
Yeah.
lost because it's like you didn't feel it in real time,
Mhm.
you know?
that's why it's cool to like I haven't been to like where the Twin Towers was, but I heard that
Right.
that's like a cool experience. Or like
Yeah.
when we went to Pearl Harbor, like that was. It's just like kind of nice to be like, oh shit, this was like a thing.
Right. To like put it in your mind spatially
Yeah.
and be like, oh, people were like running all over the place and
Mm-hmm.
planes were crashing over there and, you know, yeah.
Or like the Anne Frank house.
Ugh.
That was sad.
Yikes. I can only imagine.
I was like, why did I come to Amsterdam to have fun and come to the Anne Frank house?
I was just talking to the boys about, well, you got to even out the live sex show somehow. Like balance.
That was my morning. And then the sex show was at night.
I don't know if that's balance. That's more one extreme to the other.
And somewhere in the middle is the balance.
Yeah, you average.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jesse's,
Average of the day.
Average
Jesse's the tipping point. Like, ooh, ooh.
And then I had McDonald's for all 3 meals, so there was no average.
Oh,
The average
God.
there was McDonald's.
Oh.
I didn't have any money. That's all I could afford.
Yeah,
I got to Amsterdam. Okay.
that's right. Yeah. Ooh. Did they have any cool, awesome things at McDonald's in Amsterdam that they don't have here?
Not that I remember. I get chicken nuggets pretty much every time. So
Oh, so you weren't
they're
like,
pretty much the same all
I'm
over
gonna
the
try
place.
this weird concoction that they have.
I don't do weird concoctions
only at
anywhere.
this McDonald's.
No.
Because they have like funny stuff in different places.
Yeah. Like Japan, I heard, has lots of weird stuff.
I bet that'd be fun. See, I like that kind of stuff. I'm like, try something new. But yeah, if you're like,
I'm not a food trier.
I have to eat and I have this much money, then the thing to do would be to eat something you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense.
Except for HelloFresh, I've really enjoyed, and I've been trying new things. But
Oh.
it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty, like, normal foods.
They're like, we're going to put some tarragon on this.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh, okay. I've
I've had some onions and things. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You don't put onions
I
in
don't put
She
onions in
does
anything.
not
I hate
like
onions.
onions.
But it's been working, so apparently I've just been thinking it all these years.
I think cooked onions are much, much different than raw onions.
Yeah, if
Oh,
they
yeah.
put raw onions in something, I'd say no, thanks. And actually, one time they wanted a whole onion in something, and I was like, Blake, we're going to put a
How
half.
about a little bit? Yeah. So you really like it?
Yeah.
Because we did, what's the other one? Blue Apron?
Yeah.
Apron, yeah.
For a while. And I just felt like everything was fried.
I haven't had anything. Oh, they did fried tilapia sandwiches.
Well, I mean, it was like you made stuff in a pan, you know, like in a
Oh,
frying
like
pan.
in a frying pan.
And so then it was just like,
Oh, it is mostly in a frying pan.
yeah, I don't know. Which,
But I hate using the oven because my tiny kitchen turns into
yeah,
a sweatshop.
just a big
Mhm.
oven.
And then transfers to the rest of my tiny house very quickly.
Yeah.
And we don't have a fan in there.
Yeah.
So the only thing we got is a little tiny kitchen window that can open that really doesn't help much.
Well, and I mean, as it gets hotter, you don't want to turn the oven on anyways.
Yeah.
So, I like the idea that it's like, oh, you're only using like a couple of pans or whatever, or one for dinner. But I just felt like it was like, by the end, it was like, okay, everything has now been fried in this pan and it's kind of soggy. Like, I don't know. It was too like oily
I haven't felt that.
or oniony, and like everything started tasting the same. I don't know. I just wasn't extremely excited about it. We had a few things that were pretty good, but
We have not disliked anything yet.
yeah. But I've been thinking about maybe trying a different one.
It's just somewhat expensive, really, if you think about it.
Oh, yes, for sure. But
It was cheaper when I had because they got the discount at first.
right.
And then they have a student discount, which I am now.
Oh, let's get Jessye to hook us up with all the student discounts.
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
And I signed up, and it said it was going to give me a discount, but then I didn't get a discount. So I'm kind of confused. I got to still research it.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's other ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Does it just give
Sun
you?
basket and things.
Does it just give you one meal?
We get 2 a week.
Yeah,
2 a week,
it's whatever
okay.
you subscribe to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We just are in the terrible habit of not cooking.
Oh, yeah. Our goal this year was to only go out at an average of once a week.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing very well. We're at 1.7 times a week.
You're too much. You're so extra. 1.7.
So, yeah, it's weird to think of it as that. Is it that you just get sides to go?
No, it's an
No,
average.
It's
for
an average of weeks.
I know,
So,
but
like, most weeks they've gone 2 times, but a couple times they only went once. So,
I get it, but
1.7.
it just feels like it's
Actually,
like,
there's
I just
sometimes that
went-
we didn't go out at all, and sometimes that we went out 4 times.
Oh.
When we lose it, we really lose it.
You're just like, whoo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this week's fucked anyways. Might as well.
Yeah, we need to stop doing that. But.
Yeah.
So maybe my goal this time will be under 2, and then next year we can try to go for one.
Well, we usually don't eat out during the week at all, but we tend to end up eating out with the boys on the weekends because we're like running from place to place to place and like getting home
now
late.
With baseball,
and
yeah.
So that happens a little bit more, but I mean, I enjoy cooking actually, and I probably
like it. It's like the time Blake and I get to like hang out.
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
probably would eat better if I made a meal instead of I'm just snacky usually.
Yeah. No, if I don't have like full dinner by like 5:45, I'm like upset.
That's hilarious. You are turning into an old person.
I know.
I
also go to sleep at 8:39.
It's gonna start creeping back. You're gonna be like, it's 5:15. Where's my dinner?
I gotta take my nap now.
I am much happier when Blake has it done when I get home, but that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I've been thinking about signing back up for something again and just trying some of the different ones. It's not that I thought Blue Apron was terrible or anything, but I was just like, meh, give or take. It wasn't like something that I was like, yeah, I should
need to
keep
do.
doing this. Yeah, but I don't know. I guess you can pick options like non-dairy and all that stuff on most of them, so that would be good. Adam's pretty much like not eating meat anyways too, so we can do just full vegetarian, vegan.
Love it.
Do they have a vegan option?
Maybe. I don't remember.
They always have a vegetarian option.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's fully vegan.
It's so irritating sometimes. I go to like restaurants and they'll have the little like symbol next to it and I'm like, oh, good stuff I can eat, and then I'm like, oh nope, it's just vegetarian. It's still full of cheese.
Yeah, we're having Blake's mom over for Mother's Day dinner on Sunday.
Nice.
And she's keto, so now I gotta figure out
why.
Because
she's this big around.
She needs to be this big around.
She's so tiny.
Well, and she says she feels better and she's more alert and all these things. I don't know. I think it's one of those placebo things, but.
Yeah. You know what would make me more alert? Not taking Benadryl every day.
Cocaine.
That probably would also make me more alert. I don't feel like I'm trying to be more alert.
You're happy in your unalertness?
Yeah. If the more alert I am.
Yeah. If ninjas were to come down, I'd be okay with it.
I'd be like, Ninja, get the fuck out of my house. I feel like the more alert I am, the more stressed out I am. Like the more like anxious I am. Like, oh, what's happening? Do I need to fix that?
So you need to make yourself a docile creature going, just go with the flow.
I just need a light fuzz on my brain. Keep eating those carbs. Is that what keto doesn't want you to have? Is carbs?
Correct.
So keto is just the Atkins diet again, but people are like,
I think it's this newfound.
It's keto. Yeah.
Well, and like, I mean, I don't really know exactly what the Atkins is, but like, it's like no sugar, like at all.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
I think we're gonna make hamburger bowls.
Ew.
I found it on Pinterest.
What are you putting in it?
Cheese and bacon and something else. I don't know.
I'm
sausage.
disturbed by what's happening right now. So, are you gonna put the hamburger in like a muffin tin
or something? I don't know. I've
smush
just
it
briefly
around?
looked at it on Pinterest. But it kind of looks good.
Oh dear God, I don't want to eat hamburger. There's not like a circumstance where I'm like, hamburger, yay, ever.
Think of hamburger like a waffle cone.
No, I don't want
pack
to.
full of meat.
Mm-mm. Yeah, put some cheese and bacon in a waffle cone. You got something.
Now that's an idea.
Put that on Pinterest. Stick this in your Pinterest. Yeah, that sounds disturbing, but best of luck to you.
I used to just spend hours just searching through Pinterest.
Oh, I've
Like,
always done it in spurts.
Hours. And me and my roommates, like when it first came out, me and my roommates would all sit in the living room together, all on Pinterest.
Did you see this? Did you see this?
I can't even believe those days where I had all this time to just flip through Pinterest. But yeah, I only now go when I'm like
Looking for something specifically. Yeah, that's usually when I'm on there. And sometimes I'll get like the email and because they'll like email you.
I've shut down all my emails, dude.
I need to because mine have gotten
I can't handle
out
that.
of control.
I'll go to so many crazy lengths to stop getting emails. Like if I get an email where I'm like, I don't even need to be part of this program, I'll find some customer service number. I'll call those bitches, be like, delete my account.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Just
need to
delete
do that.
it. And they'll be like, why? We miss you. I'm like, no, delete my account. I don't even want it.
Miss me.
Send me $100 and I'll stay.
Maybe I should try that.
Yeah. What do you got? What are you going to offer? Got some product?
And as soon as you get it, talk to somebody else and then close it.
I can't. Can't do it. Yeah, my email's stupid, out of control right now, but I feel like every single day I go in there and I check email and I unsubscribe from something, and still.
Oh, you still get it?
Also,
That's what people tell me, but like,
I got on some weird list somewhere or something because I started getting like just bullshit emails. I'm like Publishers Clearinghouse or something. I'm like, stop it, go away. And I like unsubscribe, and then, they're always like, it could take up to 10 days to, and I'm like, it's been longer than 10 days. You people still are emailing me. So it's just kind of a mess. But every once in a while, Pinterest will email me. A lot of times I just delete them, but every once in a while I'll look at them and then I'll be like, oh, that is cute. Because they like send you things that are like,
but
things you've
similar to what you've liked,
searched, or things you've similar to things you've recently liked or whatever. And so I'll find little things in there.
Okay.
It's usually like crocheting stuff. And then once you get back on Pinterest, it sucks you back in. It's like they planned it.
They probably did.
Yeah. But I don't get on there.
They just went public.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Let's buy them.
Go for it.
Let's buy Pinterest.
I think that I'm not really sure, and maybe this is just me being a doubting Thomas or whatever.
Doubting Thomas? Is that
the right one?
You'll have to keep going. I don't know.
It has something to do with what she's gonna say. It's
a
the
phrase.
Yeah, I understand, but no, I don't know. I've never heard it.
Well, get the Google out.
Are you the Googler or the what?
Yeah, what are you here for, Brad?
That's
you're not making biscuits and gravy.
And you're not making sweet podcast sentence phrases.
Anywho.
I'm a yes and person, not a Google no.
He's just in the background.
Sure.
You ladies are so smart. Everything you're saying is great.
Right
my
on.
wow. I never thought about it.
I didn't feel that supported when we were talking about having penises or not.
I didn't
feel that supported at all.
Yeah. That's all we wanted you to say was,
we just
wow,
to be like,
I'm so
that
sorry
must
you
be
feel
so
that
hard.
way.
Well, you're not acknowledging that I'm a man and I have no idea.
Okay, you're still not. You're still
acknowledge.
not getting it.
I said you have a penis. You've always had a penis. You don't know what it's like to not have a penis. How is that not acknowledging that you're a man?
I don't know. I have no leg to stand on. You are correct. You are always correct.
That's better.
And doubting Thomas was the second thing on the list of
That's
Google.
a phrase.
So it's got to be a phrase.
So
A doubting Thomas is a skeptic who refuses to believe without direct personal experience.
A doubting Thomas. Look at you knowing your shit.
It's a reference to Apostle Thomas.
that's what I thought.
Oh,
the Apostle.
that makes so much more sense. Gosh, leave it to Jessye to think of the Bible last.
So anyway, not to be a doubting Thomas, but is there much more to do with Pinterest?
I think people make loads of money on there.
Well, I know, but I feel like they've already like started ads and monetizing things, and there's all these links. I feel like Pinterest's glory days have like
You mean
played
they
out.
peaked?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's surprising to me that it took them that long to go public.
Well, and I'm like, so okay, great, you've gone public, and like, what now?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Like, what else are you gonna do? Basically, we've seen Pinterest like go exactly how we thought it was gonna go, which is like downhill, because it's like, oh, now everything you click on is an ad, or
Yep.
you know, links to this, to that, to the, you know, like that's annoying.
Right.
People don't want that. They wanted like a community to share things. And then you like, now you search and like their algorithm will just give you the same thing,
Over
but
and
that
over and over
14
again.
different people have pinned.
Yeah.
But it's like the exact same thing. I'm like, not helping. So I just don't see it being like
Yeah, getting
the
bigger.
new big thing, because I feel like it was the big thing.
Yeah,
Somebody's going to come up with something better.
probably.
Maybe somebody has some great ideas in Pinterest and they've thought of something that I can't even imagine.
Could be.
But I feel like they're
Maybe.
going to just start their own thing. It will be the next thing. The next thing. We need to come up with that.
We're crafting things at people's houses.
Like, we go to their houses and craft.
Yep. I know this sounds like a horrible like setup for someone to get murdered, but one way or the other, it's gonna be a damn good podcast.
Like, us get murdered or them get murdered?
Are we murdering people with our crafts? Are you saying
Like
we're
you
shitty at
murdered
crafts?
No. What?
Or it was like the good kind, like you murdered that. Slaying.
That craft done been killed, dog.
Something like
But I'll
like
tell you,
that.
yes. Whatever's best works for you, ladies, I guess.
He's learning.
He's just learning.
He's finally learning. This far in.
It's like at work.
60 some odd episodes.
We just found out that as of June, we lost a program, right? And the stuff I've been trying to tell these family facilitators in that program every month. So, like, they'll close a client and then they still wait till the very end of the month to write the report when they have to write all of their monthly reports.
Right.
And I'm like, or you could have written the report for that client way up here because no new information was going to be added.
Right, on
And been done with that.
Day 17 when you closed it.
And so this month, I just got an email yesterday like, oh, just finished a final report for somebody I closed the other day. And I'm like, great. You're finally catching on. And now we don't have the program anymore.
Right. Well,
You're finally catching on.
just
Thank
at
you.
the end of things. So sad.
It is sad.
So our biscuits and gravy are going to be our craft for this evening, because we've just gotten lackadaisical.
I made a craft last week. Brad
That's
doesn't
right.
know. Not last week. 2 weeks ago.
It was really cute.
Brad doesn't know.
I don't.
He does not know. He
Actually,
will.
Blake's dad stopped texting me about it, which is great. Because I'm not giving it to him till Father's Day.
Oh, nice. I was like, why? He just gave up.
Yeah, I think so. Because he told me he's going to text me every other day until I got him one.
Oh my goodness.
And he hasn't texted me in a while. And I'm like, great.
Well, maybe by the time Father's Day rolls around, he'll be like,
I'll get
oh, cool. I forgot about this or whatever.
Mhm.
I am just usually like, I'm on top of it with presents, and I am just sucking at life right now. Mother's Day is this weekend.
Yeah, we don't have anything for that either.
I did get, well, I guess I did it 2 days ago because I got it and ordered. And it was here, the Mother's Day present for my mom. But I was like scratching my brain. I usually
No.
am just like, oh, this. It's fine. But oh my God, it was killing me. Yeah.
That's me
Listen.
every time I get a gift. Blake?
I feel your pain now.
Blake's birthday's tomorrow.
That's right.
And he doesn't need anything.
Oh, I actually have something for him, but it's not wrapped. But I was gonna give it to you to give to him.
But
It's kind of a present for you that's disguised as a present for him.
those are my favorite kind of gifts.
Right?
But like, so we went shopping the other night. So, I mean, for his birthday, like from me, he's like getting all his stereo stuff in his car installed.
Oh, that's right.
And then, but we went shopping the other night. He bought 2 pairs of shorts. He got a new golf towel. He got a new golf glove. And who am I? I don't think of anything, right? And I'm not like, I'm keeping this, going to give this to you the morning of your birthday.
Right.
No. So then today I had to go buy him a hat because I just can't have him wake up in the morning with nothing.
Right.
Well, you can wake him up in a sexy way.
You could have just
He'd be mad he's off tomorrow.
Oh.
like, why the hell are you waking me up?
Well, I
He can
don't.
go back to sleep.
I was about to say, I think he was not going to mind being like, oh, okay, well, this is happening. All right,
Also,
I'll go
if
right back.
he is like not aware of what's going on for the first 10 minutes after he wakes up, that might not be the best idea. Like, who the hell are you? I just imagine him wandering around like a grumpy bear that just came out of hibernation.
It's kind of similar.
That's what I am just, and he's just like stumbling into stuff.
He's fully, like, his eyes are open and he looks like he's functioning,
But
but doesn't remember a damn thing.
it's like
Like-
his brain hasn't switched over to from dream mode to
Yes.
like commit things to short-term memory mode.
Yeah. Like, we'll have a
Oh.
conversation early in the morning.
Dude, that's how you get him to do all kinds of stuff.
right? And then later I'll be like, oh,
Good
like,
morning, Blake.
blah, blah,
Should we
blah.
make a baby? Yes, we should.
no, I got drunk the other night
Done?
and cried about having a baby, so
Again.
I know, I think he's getting sick of that. I think he's freaking over it.
I was teasing, but
No, I've done it before. This isn't new.
well,
Like, why don't you want one? I just want you to tell me that you want one.
yeah.
And then I'm like, I just don't, if I said it happened, I don't want you to be mad. He's going to be like, well, I'm going to be like, oh shit, this is scary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I want you to be like, yay, this is scary.
Yeah.
You put that baby in me now.
You know, if you just don't expect anything from anyone, you never get disappointed.
No.
I mean, you're putting expectation on him of how you want him to feel and behave, right?
Mhm. I just don't want to have kids if he doesn't want them.
Right.
That's why you got to entrap him.
But, like,
I mean, but I think
if
he
you have
wants them.
kids and his first reaction is not, yay, just, holy shit, this is scary, that's okay. That doesn't mean later on he's not going to be super excited about it or be a great dad or whatever. Like, I understand the, like, want to have everything be, like, storybook.
Mm-hmm.
But, you
But
know,
it won't be.
no. I what I've found is that, like, as I've gotten older, life has just been a series of, like, learning that lesson, like, harder and harder and
Yeah.
harder.
Of unfortunate events. might
No, just that you're, like, you shouldn't have expectations, and especially expectations that you put on other people,
Yeah.
because that's not reality.
say. Dreams are for fools.
I didn't say don't have dreams. I said don't have expectations.
Don't have dreams about your husband dying. That's shit's sad.
Expecting something is different than saying I want to achieve something,
Okay.
right?
Because you can't achieve it for
Yes.
somebody else.
Exactly.
Amen.
We figured it out, you guys. Life is solved.
This is where you say, Tab, like, you're so brilliant. That was such a profound statement.
That's exactly
Eloquently
what I said.
spoken as well.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that later and then put it
Just
in.
edit it
in.
Brad
You're gonna,
goes home.
the whole episode, you're going to go back through and do, like, a voiceover and just be like, now here, Tab's about to drop some real knowledge bombs, you guys. Get ready. And then play her part and be like, can you even believe?
I would also appreciate maybe some in between, just some, so true.
Go on.
And don't you guys know you look so great today?
Yeah, looking fabulous.
Or shall I say, beradulous? I think that'd be a great idea.
I think that sounds fantastic.
Why haven't we been doing this all along?
I know. Why
Yeah.
haven't we been recording a podcast with commentary?
I don't know.
Like, that's fucking hilarious. It's just a podcast. That is meta. Like, you have a podcast.
That's the next, you
and then
guys.
you have a podcast of somebody commenting on the podcast.
That's like what the internet is these days. Is just like that one guy that's so famous and Ellen has him on, and he literally just watches videos and comments on them.
I know. The boys watch this all the time. This guy who, I mean, he plays video games and stuff, but that like 90% of what he's doing is watching other people play video games and talking about it. And I'm just like, how is this a job?
That's what Courtney's son does.
This is a job?
Hey,
Oh my
make some
God.
money.
What's Courtney's son's name? What if the boys are watching him?
Quadfather MFT.
Oh, I should know that.
Quad father.
That was Courtney's YouTube name, but then
Yeah.
his son started using the computer and,
And
just
just
used his thing.
hijacked
So
it.
oh no, he's Quad MFT.
Quad.
Courtney is Quad Father
Father.
MFT now.
Okay. Yes, because he's quad father
Mm-hmm.
on the podcast. Okay, Quad MFT. You guys go check him out.
I don't know how much he does it anymore,
Oh, really?
to be honest.
I guess he
assume
wasn't
he's-
making that much money then.
He was making loads.
Seems
I
like,
assume he still is,
yeah,
but
People
Courtney
just
just
aren't
doesn't
talking
talk
about it.
Yeah, Courtney doesn't talk about it as much.
old news.
Yeah.
He's not like, my kid's making bank. It's crazy. He's just like, yeah.
Well, how many times can you go up to people? My son makes more than you do. He just
A
watches
lot of
YouTube
times.
videos.
You could probably, you could do
Courtney
it all
said
the
he
time.
made more than he did.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's pretty good then.
He took all his friends to Coachella 2 weeks in a row.
Okay.
Oh, that's not something I'd do. Herpes is all the rage there.
Ew. Gross.
They said there was another outbreak of 250 people, new
Uh,
cases from Coachella.
gosh.
It's
Why
like,
is everybody just having sex with everybody?
It's
The
so
life.
bad.
The
I
life.
know they're having
So
a genital
bad.
jamboree.
Is that what it is?
That's what
That
it
makes
is.
more sense, actually.
Jingle Jamboree.
That's what all these music festivals are all about, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It started with Woodstock, and it's just kept going. Have you ever gone to one?
Warped Tour.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's different.
But that's just a one day.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've known a lot of people that have gone to, like, different music festivals.
Jake's gone to
and stuff.
Stagecoach.
Yeah.
And he doesn't recall. I mean, what he tells me isn't.
Well, he wasn't hanging out in the slut section. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The section where everyone's just like, do you have herpes? No? Let's go.
Let's go. There's a porta potty over there.
Not yet. I don't have herpes.
Wink,
Can't. That is the
I'm still
worst
winking
thing
and
I've
no one
ever
can see.
heard. He just said there's a porta potty over there. So bad.
wink. As if
I
those
can't.
people care.
Oh my god. How could you not care? There's never. I would rather have sex in front of all the people than in a porta potty. That's just the worst. Jessie's nodding her head in silent agreement. I just want everyone to know that.
It's in wonderment though, as if she's thinking about would it be better?
She was thinking
For
about it, but she was like,
everyone?
"Yeah, no." That's
I think
just-
especially now that I'm married, like I'd even rather just have my mom sit there and watch
than be in a porta potty.
than be in a porta potty.
Yeah, that's just horrifying. So awful. But that's the difference between men and women, apparently. I like to use this little microcosm
well, and see, but the,
to determine everything about our species.
also the thing is, dudes though can just hang on to the chick. The chick's got to be
Touching something.
touching something.
Yeah,
You can't just stand
She
there
could be
like
hanging on to
getting
him.
railed and not hold on to something. Oh, you could like get up, you know,
get up
like
on him.
Yeah.
piggyback front ways.
How tall is this person though? Because porta potties aren't that tall. To, like fully stand up in.
He sits on the toilet.
Also-
You sit on him.
No.
Why,
Did I
you're not
tell
even-
you
you're
guys?
not even
I
touching
did not
anything.
know. I've heard
Can
though.
you even just the smell alone?
No, yeah, no.
There's no way.
I've heard the word blumpkin before, but I didn't know what it was.
Oh gosh.
Yes. You told me. I think we
Did I
talked.
say that last week?
I don't know
Oh
if
my
we talked
god.
about it last time. And Jessye figured it. She
I
learned
know what
new
blumpkin
things.
is, you guys, just in case
Yes,
you didn't
we
know.
did. We talked about it because we talked about the podcast.
Oh my god.
That's funny. You guys didn't know.
I didn't. She did, I think. Why would anybody need to know that?
Nobody does. Just
Not
like
an
nobody,
option.
Nobody needs to get it on in a porta potty.
Because it happens. I don't know.
It happens? Have you got a blumpkin?
No.
Okay.
I
It
wouldn't.
happens. You know what? You could say anything happens.
It's true. Almost anything.
Literally anything if you believe in the string theory.
Which I do. Totally.
Dude, I'm down.
For what?
The string theory.
Did you ever read that book or hear about the guy that I hope they serve beer in hell?
I think I heard about it.
He talks about in his book that he gets a pumpkin. He just to try it out.
How much did he pay that girl?
Nothing. She was kind of a. This guy's for some reason. I guess he was.
What were you just about to say? She's kind of a what?
Worry.
Huh? She's kind of a person of.
Promiscuous human being.
Yes.
I did just say that your brother wasn't hanging out in the slut
I
section.
wouldn't say I'm not promiscuous.
Right. I'm not currently.
Oh, well, sure. But like you could be promiscuous with your husband, but
Well, yeah, I guess so. That's true.
I don't want to do that while he's pooping.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my promiscuity
So
ends.
did you read that book?
Yeah, and it became a movie as well. But it was just he was basically like a Chad guy, you know, very much a douche. He's
Yeah, no, we know Chad.
Yeah, flipped up collars and this. I think he was the.
Is he going to the fucking Catalina wine mixer?
Yeah, pretty much. I think he was like a. His dad owned a law firm, or he worked for a law firm, so he made quite a bit of good money. So I think he might have been paying for a lot of things.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But,
How much do you pay that chick?
But I don't know if he
don't
actually.
feel like any woman is like, oh, this is attractive and fun.
Well, I think it was one of those like because he had money and was successful and apparently somewhat attractive. That
Girls will do anything for money, dude.
Or just kind of flocking to him. I don't know if he actually like had to pay
People
for
will
it.
do anything for money.
That's true.
Was it a girl? Did he specify? It might have been a guy.
No, it's all women. He
He might be lying.
He does has the weirdest stories ever. That are some of them are pretty hilarious.
But we don't know that they're true.
Amen.
I guess not.
Is
And
it in
also,
fiction or nonfiction?
It's really easy for him to be like, it was a girl.
Nobody knows. Except for that dude that's reading his book like,
You
bitch,
You put
I got
what?
a dick too, bro.
So I guess then all of his stories, or are we just saying that one person is a dude?
We're saying anything's possible.
Anything he could have been. He was like, this is a good story, but it'd be better if I say it's a woman.
Right. Not only is this person getting impacted bowels, but we're also going to give them some kind of either venereal disease or something with a vagina.
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, where are we?
That's what a lot of his things are.
I think
It goes
Chico.
horrible.
Okay, are we done here?
Yep.
This,
we're at
for
an
sure,
hour.
we're definitely done here.
I get this all out. It's all right.
So have a lovely evening, day, morning,
Easter.
Blumpkin. I hope you're getting Blumpkin tonight.
On Christmas.
Hey, it's Blake's birthday tomorrow. What are you going to get him?
Not
Blumpkin?
that. I can promise you.
Happy Halloween.
Here's my Blumpkin.
It sounds so innocent.
I think that's why I had no idea that that's what it meant. And
It's
who
those-
decided
You
that?
remember how people put blue pumpkins out when they have snacks that are allergen free?
No.
The fuck?
Pumpkin.
That's a Bloomkin. Come on, Tap.
It just depends.
Get your umskins right. Your umkins. That's a Bloomkin.
Do you guys really not know about that? It's a thing.
I
No.
They're like teal colored.
I didn't know that.
No.
You put it out, and then that means you have snacks that are allergen free. Like you have things that are non-edible for
Like
kids
on
to
Halloween.
trick or treat.
I thought you meant like at restaurants.
What?
Year round, there's a blue pumpkin. You're like, do you have a peanut allergy?
Oh, shit, dude.
Just on Halloween when most people have pumpkins out.
Pumpkins are in season.
Also, I was like, who decided it's a pumpkin? That like,
Year round pumpkins,
why
baby.
not just a sign that says we have options?
I like that. I'm gonna push the year round pumpkin.
Oh god.
Oh goodness. Well, on that note, I guess we can call it a night and drink
Hold
up.
on. Speaking of pumpkins,
Oh wait.
my mom still
Don't
has a
drink
pumpkin
yet.
on her front yard
What?
from Halloween,
No.
perfectly in shape. Even the bottom's not rotten.
Is it fake?
Did
No.
it just harden? Because I had one do that one time. Like how you like gourds will just like harden.
No, like it's
Huh.
like a pumpkin, and we just picked out the patch.
Oh, God.
Well, carve a flag in it for 4th of July.
Right?
Is it carved at all?
No,
Okay.
It's just hanging out.
just hanging out. Because my mom's like, I've left one here
It's a
before.
petrified pumpkin.
And it looked fine. Then I picked it up, and the whole bottom was
Right.
rotten. But
Yeah.
she like picked it up,
Right.
and it's fine.
Weird. My
Science.
front porch is too much sun. They just
What kind of
rot like crazy.
preservatives are in these pumpkins these days?
Oh my gosh, it's probably full of GMOs.
Okay, so drink up. Your wine probably is too, bitches.
We have craft to do. You have craft to do?
Everybody has craft to do.
That's
Oh, we
true.
can make up like a rap. I have
Everybody.
craft to do. You have craft to do.
Everybody
has
craft to do.
bitch.
It's the new hit single.
Bye-bye.